look at this one, 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo SS. Of course, you already know she's gonna be a T-top car. We'll take the quick walk around. We'll jump in, talk about the specifics in just a minute. If this is your first time joining us on one of these videos, you know how we do this. We take the walk around, we'll jump in, we're gonna point out the good, we'll point out the bad. Never ever a sales video, only an educational video to show you exactly what it is, and you can make a decision from there. This one's solid, good looking car. I call it a 5-10 footer. It's definitely gonna have its imperfections, but the paint as a whole is solid. It's gonna have some little chips, things like that. You can see where somebody rubbed up against it, there. Little chip on the fender. Right there. If you're looking for perfect cars, you're searching for the wrong thing, you should buy something new. If these cars are driven, they're all gonna have some imperfections. You gotta imagine that this car is 40 years old. I'm sure she's had some paint touch-ups, things like that. I'll point out what I can. My motto is always, if I see it, you will see it. The antenna's clearly been removed. That is kind of typical. When that antenna drops out, it is actually a pain to get back in there. And most people just remove them and run a windshield antenna or a digital radio. So, highlight, perfect dashboard, great windshield, solid interior in this car. Again, she's a driver. Nice, solid seat covers, nice plastics, nice solid carpet. Again, dashboard. Odometer on this one reads 20445. Aftermarket radio. A couple of things about this car. I bought this car from a retired firefighter. Give me a second, guys, to try to fold this seat forward. Hard to do it with one hand. There we go. So I bought this car from a retired firefighter. And in firefighter fashion, he was into strobe lights. So the car had just some weird things. If you see right there, there's a little screw hole where he mounted, there was like a speaker there. There were some lights here. There were lights in the grill. Things like that he had wired in. These cars never came with the little lighter there, but he added a cigarette lighter there. Just a couple things like that. Here, you can see two little screw holes in the door panel. He had cup holders in the sides of the doors. So, just little stuff like that, guys, that somebody can go back and, you know, as you're making a car perfect, you could address. But this is a good entry. Very solid Monte Carlo, and you guys will get to see that. Of course, you know the drill. We'll put it up on the lift. We're gonna do all of that good stuff. Put it on the lift, take it out for a test drive. But all of the bones, the guts are there. Now, white cars, if you know these cars, they drain from here, another one there, and another one there. This is all surface. I want to be 1000% clear. This is rock solid. Aside from the surface, I can scrape it, but these doors are nice. I could have easily hidden this, but I don't get into that. It's not my thing. Again, educational purposes only. we'll pop the hood, take a look in the trunk, get a look under those T-tops, and we should be able to wrap this one up pretty quickly. 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo SS. All right, let's fire this thing up. Get a quick look at the T-tops. They look good. Excuse the noise in the shop, but again, we are a working shop, so not gonna stop progress. But stock in the box 305, new AC compressor, everything's there that you would expect. No shakes, no rattles, nothing weird like that. Take a quick walk around to the trunk, and this was my first time looking in here. So this car has definitely been painted. As you can see, the brake in the whites. The old white is just slightly yellow, but the trunk jams, the drainage channels, all in great shape, along with your deck lid. Aftermarket sub, aftermarket amp, factory spare. Other side of the T-tops. We'll put this thing on the road, get it on the lift, and that's gonna be it on this 88 Chevy Monte Carlo. All right, we're gonna get a quick test drive in this 87 Monte Carlo. Turn signal indicators work inside and outside of the vehicle. Fuel gauge works, voltage gauge works. Clearly we're on a cold start, so I can't speak to the temp gauge yet. Tachometer works, speedo and odometer all function as they should. As you can see, the shift indicator lines up right where it should. It's a cold morning, so we're not gonna turn the AC on, but brand new AC compressor. Freshly charged system, so good there. But no surprises of any sort. It runs and drives really well. They were never powerhouses. That's for you to build. Just nice cruisers. No need to make a super long video on this one, guys. We'll turn it around, run it through the gears real quick as possible anyway, and call it a day. Passing the school, so we're gonna bring it back down. 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo SS. All right, let's take a look up underneath this 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo. We just got this car in for service, so again, these videos are shot out of sequence. Just a little bit of surface on the frame extension, but that's absolutely rock solid. This is my first look and yours. Got some weird stuff that we're gonna address. This guy was a firefighter and he would use his car in parades, so that's what the light strip is. We'll take that out. There's some in the grill as well. We're gonna get those pulled, so you'll never see them unless you make it to this part of the video. Rear trunk pan in good shape. Rear seat pan absolutely fantastic. I'll zoom out just a little bit, but absolutely fantastic. Like all these old cars, just some surface, but Just rock solid. Rear seat pan on the passenger side, rear seat pan on the driver's side. Again, another bar for some LED strips. We'll get this pulled off as well. Catalytic converter is still in place. Driver's side front pan, absolutely perfect. Just some surface, but again, this is all rock solid. There is no rot, rust through, anything like that. Harder to see on the passenger side, but exactly the same. Super solid car. 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo.